And welcome to a brand new video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, whatever you're doing. So yes, as if I say title and thumbnail, we are back with another Premier League prediction. That is right, guys. Today we are predicting Premier League Game Week 10. So yesterday, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, man, there's some exciting games happening this weekend. So come and join me where I break down each side, break down matches, and then I predict my score at the end of that analysis. So, like I say, guys, get some snacks. Enjoy this video, get some snacks, and without further ado, let's get straight in with today's video. Our first game, it is Friday night football. It is Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur. Crystal Palace lost 4-0 to Newcastle at the weekend, so a very, very poor loss indeed. A little fun fact for you: if you guys are in my FPL league or in any FPL competition on the app, then get Sam Johnston in your FPL sub, because apparently Sam Johnston has the highest points for a goalkeeper in the Premier League this season. So if you want him in your squad for the FPL, then put him in. But I would recommend leave it this week, because obviously they've got Spurs. Talking about Spurs, Spurs beat Fulham a very easy 2-0 on Monday night against Fulham. Son and Maddison, what a partnership, throwing the darts to celebrate the goal. So yeah, man, Son and Maddison, I said to you last week all the time, I say it to you all the time, Son and Maddison have a very fantastic relationship, and it is going down a treat at Spurs right now. But yeah, like I say, very exciting stuff. Impact and Pogiloskulu, is it? And who's the new manager, has came in and he has really turned this Spurs side around, and all I can say to him about that is fair play, man. Fair bloody play. The big question is though, can Spurs win the league? Of course they can. To carry on the way they're doing right now, they can win the league, and they are 2 points clear at the top of the table on 23 points. So very fantastic start to the season. So guys, just on form alone, and obviously the way Spurs are right now, Palace lost 4-0 to Newcastle. That's a bad loss, and that will really hurt their confidence. But because the way Spurs are right now, I do have this game as a Spurs win. That is right, guys. I've got Spurs to beat Palace 3-1. Our next game is Chelsea versus Brentford. That is right. Chelsea drew 2-2 at the weekend to Arsenal. So you know what? A good point indeed for Chelsea, considering their start to the season has not been very good. Positive impact Pochettino has had, it's now coming into effect. You see all the players now working together. They're getting better results now. I see due to Arsenal, so that's another good point right there. They beat Burnley last weekend 4-1. So yeah, Chelsea are looking a bit of a better side right now, considering they sacked Tuchel. Personally, I really should have kept Tuchel, but obviously they sacked him. They got Graham Potter in, who was a waste of time at Chelsea, and also Lampard in the last season to to try and get the confidence back up. But Lampard was also like Graham Potter was terrible. And since Pochettino's came in, yes, it took him time to get the team playing, but they are finally looking a better Chelsea side. Brentford beat Burnley 3-0 at the weekend. So yes, they lost last week, they come back this week, and yes, they won 3-0 against Burnley. So a fantastic win for them right there. Negative impact. Tony has left a massive negative impact on the Brentford side. Say they haven't really got a world-class striker now until Tony comes back in Jan. So yeah, so losing Tony was a very, very big loss, but hopefully he'll be back soon and scoring goals for them. I believe Thomas Frank, that is right, Thomas Frank is a very underrated manager, and he will get the side playing to how they were last season. So just on that alone, both teams are, a bit confident now. So that is why I've got this game to end as a 2-2 draw. That is, I've got Chelsea versus Brentford to end as a 2-2 draw. Our next game is Arsenal versus Sheffield United. That is right, Arsenal drew 2-2 to Chelsea at the weekend. So yeah, personally, it's quite a poor point for Arsenal, because say they were top of the league, obviously with Spurs, but now they are 2 points behind Spurs in second place, and obviously Man City are also catching up. So overall, quite a poor point for Arsenal, but it's better than losing. Can we just talk about though, guys, Mikel Arteta? Okay, so obviously I watch quite a lot of YouTube, like football videos and things like that, and I see a lot of like football content creators filming videos with Arteta, and he's such a good laugh, you know, and that's what you need in a side. Okay, you need a manager that is willing to help others, you know, very enthusiastic, very motivated, and obviously he does videos with like these young YouTubers. Like, obviously that is what you need in a manager, someone that is, you know, very happy to help others, and that is Arteta is very good for doing that, so fair play to him. Sheffield, on the other hand, lost 2-1 to Man United at the weekend. Okay, yeah, they lost 2-1, but overall they battled, guys. They battled, and that is what you need from a team who's bottom of the table. You need a team to battle, and you know what? And plus, obviously, I'm pleased they won, because obviously Bobby Charlton died this weekend, and obviously that win was sort of dedicated to him. So yes, I'm glad Man United won that game. But say Bobby Charlton, it was a legend. He's a legend now. So you know, it's, yeah, so good win overall. But obviously Sheffield, they are still remain on 1 point this season, and it's going to be a long season, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how many more chances Heckingbottom needs to obviously make this team better. Say it's not working right now, and to be fair, they haven't really got a Premier League squad this year, and that is why they're struggling. But how many more chances can you give Heckingbottom until it's time to sack him? This game is no different. They're up against a very informed Arsenal, and that is why, guys, I've got Arsenal to beat Sheffield United a very easy 3-0. Our next game is 19th versus 18th. It is Bournemouth versus Burnley. This game is very important for these two sides. These sides sit in 19th and 18th. Bournemouth lost 2-1 to Wolves at the weekend. Another poor loss. And it's another loss for Bournemouth right now. And they are in 19th place. So it's not a good season for Bournemouth at all. And the manager is apparently under threat. So we'll see what happens with that one right there. Personally, guys, I believe they should have kept Gary O'Neill. That is right. Gary O'Neill is now at Wolves, okay, and yeah, obviously Wolves beat Bournemouth at the weekend. So Gary O'Neill got some revenge on Bournemouth, but I personally believe they should have kept Gary O'Neill, because he was doing some good stuff at Bournemouth, okay, and he had them playing to a certain like style type, and it was working. It was working. So a shame they sacked him. Personally, I think it was down to like some sort of like mutual consent or some mutual decision, but I don't know. But yeah, it was weird. But right now they're in serious trouble. Burnley, on the other hand, guys, lost 3-0 to Brentford at the weekend. It's another loss, like Bournemouth. It's another loss, man. And yeah, Burnley, man, I thought they might be a bit better this season, but they are finding it so hard in the Premier League. I personally believe right now, guys, I said to you a few weeks ago, I think Company will be safe. But if this carries on right now the way Burnley are, I believe he's on like limited time. He needs to find some wins, or he can face the sack. Even though this game is a very important game for these two sides, I actually have this game to end as a draw. That is right, guys. I've got this game to end as a 1-1 draw. Our next game is Wolves versus Newcastle. That is right, guys. Wolves with a fantastic win against Bournemouth 2-1, okay, and yeah, a very good win indeed. I've just mentioned Gary O'Neill for Bournemouth being sacked, and he is doing a fantastic job at Wolves again. He's proving a good manager. He is proving to be a very good manager, and you know what? Since he came into Wolves, obviously Wolves have lost some amazing players. Obviously they lost Nunez, top Man City and things like that. And you know what? Wolves were in trouble this season. But I literally believe right now Wolves will be fine again this season. Because Gary O'Neill, like Bournemouth, he has them playing like a good team style of football. And it is working. And fair play to Gary O'Neill, man. Newcastle beat Crystal Palace 4-0 at the weekend. Again, a much better side than they were last season already. So yeah man, Newcastle have some very exciting plans and I can't wait to see what they are doing, because say Newcastle are definitely a top 8 side in the Premier League. To be fair, they have obviously underperformed in recent years, but it's nice to see them now coming out super strong. These both sides are playing well, but Newcastle's confidence right now cannot be matched. That is why I've got this game, guys, to end as a Newcastle win. That is why I've got Newcastle to beat Wolves, a very easy 3-1. Our next game is West Ham versus Everton. West Ham, guys, lost 4-1 to Aston Villa at the weekend. You know what? Quite a poor loss for West Ham right there. I thought they might compete a bit better, but yeah, they got hammered, to be fair. And obviously Villa are good, so we'll get on to them when it's their turn. But yeah, they lost 4-1. A very poor loss indeed. I personally believe West Ham have spent money good on the Rice deal. Say they've got £100 million for Declan Rice, and they have signed 3-4 fantastic players. Obviously you've got Kudas, you've got James Ward-Prowse, Edson Alvarez and stuff like that. So you know what, they have spent money quite well, okay? So it's nice to see West Ham spending some good bit of money, and you know what, they are in the Europa League this season as well, so they are doing well in that. So you know what, can West Ham win that as well? If West Ham win the Europa League, they can be in the Champions League for next season, but obviously we won't go on that just yet, because it's very early days. But overall, they're looking a good side. Everton, guys, lost 2-0 to their Merseyside derby, Liverpool. That is why they lost 2-0 to Liverpool. So yeah, they're losing a few games. They're losing a few games now as well. So not a good season for Everton either. Can Sean Dyche and the Everton lads find ways to win? Because right now it is obviously not working. And obviously, personally, guys, this is a bit toxic from me, but I want Everton to get relegated this season, because obviously you guys know your boys are Leicester fan, and obviously they sort of relegated our Leicester boys obviously in their final game of the season, and I just want some karma. But I shouldn't really say that, but I want them to go down this season. So guys, just on that alone, I do believe West Ham will come back this week and get revenge on their next opponent. That's right, I've got West Ham, guys, to beat Everton, a very close though, 2-1. Yeah. Our next game is Aston Villa versus Luton. Aston Villa with a fantastic win against West Ham. That's right, guys, to beat West Ham 4-1. Emery has got the boys playing so comfortably, okay, and it is, say, Villa are looking a very decent side this year. They're on 19 points and only 4 points, guys. That is right, they're only 4 points away from first. So you know what, a fantastic season for the Aston Villa lads already, and they are playing some good football. Luton, on the other hand, drew to Nottingham Forest at the weekend. You know what, they drew 2-2, guys, and what a fantastic point for Luton right there. They're coming right now on 5 points and out the relegation zone. So you know what, you can't really complain, can you, guys? Luton definitely did not have plans to come up this season, okay, and they have came up, and they've got 5 points after like 9 games. So you know what, not too bad. They're at the relegation zone on 1 point, so can't really say much else, guys. Luton are getting points, and that is the main thing, man. That is the main thing. Obviously, Luton do have a very weak side to most of these Premier League sides, and obviously, I'm not going to deny it, guys. They are in a relegation battle already. You know, it's obvious, isn't it? But if they keep picking up points like they are doing, then they will survive this season. So it's going to be exciting to see what Luton can do to the end of the season, man. But obviously, guys, they're up against a very informed Aston Villa, and that is why, guys, I've got Aston Villa to blow away Luton. That's why I've got Villa, guys, to beat Luton, a very easy 3-0. Our next game is Brighton versus Fulham. That is right, Brighton lost 2-1 to Man City at the weekend. You know what, they still lost, but only 2-1, so not too bad overall. Ansu Fati, I spoke about Ansu Fati in my last prediction video, and you know what, he scored, guys. I told you guys, is it now time we see Fati playing well? And yes, he scored. So you know what, maybe the wish is coming true. Maybe he's starting to play well. So yeah, so overall they lost 2-1, but against the champions, so can't really complain. Since De Zerbi has came to Brighton, he has done a fantastic job, and obviously right now, seen online, signed Batoma to a new 3-year deal. That is right, guys, they've signed Batoma their best player for another 3 more. Derby even said after they signed him, obviously on a new contract, said he is one of our main star players, and oh boy, he is. What a player he is. Fulham on the other hand lost 2-0 to Spurs at the Monday night. Yes, Fulham are truly having trouble scoring goals since losing Mitrovic, okay, and that's all I can say. I do believe though the importance of keeping Marco Silva, his youth. Say Marco Silva, he has a tough job on his hands at Fulham right now. To say Fulham are finding it tough to score goals, and you know what? Marco Silva is a very good manager, and I think Fulham should stay with him because he is a very underrated manager. If Fulham can get a new striker for the January transfer window, then go and do it, man. Go and do it, because right now they are not scoring goals, and they need a very important striker now, because obviously the Premier League, guys, is a very tough league, and if they don't have a quality striker scoring goals, it's going to be tough to stay in the Premier League. So just on that alone, and obviously what I just spoke about the important goals, I have got Brighton, guys, to win this game. That's right, I've got Brighton to beat Fulham, a very easy 2-0. Wow! Our 9th game being played this week is Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. That is right, guys. Liverpool beat Everton 2-0 at the Anfield for Merseyside derby. A fantastic win for them right there. Forest drew 2-2 to Luton at the weekend. Overall, on Forest's standards, it's quite a poor point, but obviously it's better than losing. Steve Cooper has a habit right now of rotating the squad, and that will irritate some players. Like I say to you guys, a good dressing room is a happy dressing room, which means obviously all the players are happy to be there. But obviously if he keeps rotating the squad, it's down to the fact Forest have so many players on, okay, and it's going to be hard to get that balance. But you know what, they've got a good side, and Steve Cooper has a very exciting choice to make when he's picking the side, so I won't mind that job. So guys, just on that alone, obviously Liverpool are Liverpool, and they are one of the best sides in the world. I do have Liverpool to win this game. That's right, guys. I've got Liverpool to beat Forest, a very easy 2-0. Wow! And we are down to the game of the weekend. It is Man United versus Man City. This is the Manchester derby. Man United have won 78 derby games, while Man City have won 59. Personally though, I do prefer Man United. United! And Man United are at home this game, and that will give them a massive boost. But hopefully guys, this is an exciting derby, because obviously recent derbies against these sides, it has been very one-sided, but we'll see what happens. Man City's biggest ever win has came at Old Trafford. A 6-1 win. So yes then guys, this game should be an exciting game, and hopefully we're in for an exciting game. This is definitely game of the weekend. We'll see what happens Sunday night, Sunday afternoon. Yeah, definitely sit down and watch this video. But anyway, what are my predictions you're asking? I do believe, guys, Man City will win this game. That as well. I do have Man City to beat Man United 3-1. And then guys, there we have it. That is my game week 10 predictions for this weekend. So if you like the video guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and oh my god, I need a drink right now because my throat is so dry. But anyway guys, thank you for watching today's video. Let me know down below if you agree with any of my decisions, and yeah man, it's another Premier League game week, and watching good and good night. Yeah.